What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, we are going to be going over the top 5 best and worst value 2 guards in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. So all of these players are going to be based, well, solely on value. It's nothing to do with who is the best or worst. And to be fair, some of the best cards on this list are in the worst value. It's all just to do on value and how much I think, if I think they're good for the MT that they cost. So anyway, we're going to start off with the top 5 worst value first. Again, these are not the worst, just the worst value. So we are going to start off with the least expensive of all these cards. And it's a card that may end up being better value than it is right now. And it's Marbury. So Marbury isn't that expensive. He's only around 6k MT, and his stats are actually quite decent. The only problem with Marbury is they still haven't fixed it. They still have him as Allen Iverson. And what I mean by that is they say he's a 6 foot tall, 195 pound 2 guard from Georgetown. Where in fact Marbury is a 6'3", did I say 195? I meant 165. He's actually a 6'3", 195 pound point guard who went to Georgia Tech. A 6 foot tall 2 guard who weighs that much and went to Georgetown is Allen Iverson. His stats wise, not bad. His release is not bad at all. And not the worst card. Problem is, he's a 2 guard, not incredibly fast, not that slow. And he's also really, really undersized. Definitely if you're going to run him with the point guard. But again, he's very, very undersized. So for that reason, I don't know. I just think he's going to struggle a lot. And even though he is only around 5k MT, he's so small. He's not a knockdown shooter, and he doesn't have a lightning quick speed. He's actually around 4k MT, so even less. But I think he will go up a little bit in price because he'll be rarer. And even if he was 3k MT, he'd be bad value. He's so cheap, so he's number 5 on the list. But until they fix his height and stuff, he's still going to be terrible value. At number 4 for 12k MT is Tony Allen. Yes, Tony Allen was way cheaper, like 1.5k MT at the start of the year. But he's 12k right now, which is terrible value. Another player whose dynamic duo is Win himself, apparently. He's got no real open shot mid or open shot 3. Release is okay, and if he's wide open in the corners, he can hit them, but that is about it. Not the best free throw rating. Good driving dunk though of 88. However, he has a tendency of only 50, which is not great to be honest, and not the best contact dunk. Not the best ball control, but not terrible. 6'4", so undersized for a 2 guard. Decent speed, ball acceleration, great defensive stats. However, steal rating 73 means he's not there are better defenders. And for 12k MT, you can just get way better than this guy. You can get Paul George, who's basically this guy who can shoot and 5 inches bigger for 5k MT. This guy's just terrible value. And number 3 for about 37 to 40k MT, depending on when you're looking, it's James Harden. So James Harden, 90 offense, 81 defensive overall. 10 bronze badges, including some good ones though. Then again, they are all bronze badges. He's got decent most fadeaway, good driving layup, decent shot mid, decent shot 3, with an okay release. He's got good ball control of 88, so we can speed boost. A good passing stats, however, not a good rebounder. Moderately fast, I guess. Fast for a 2 guard, but 66 lateral quickness is the lateral quickness of a center in this game. On-ball defensive IQ of 62 is terrible. And as decent as James Harden is, it's not a bad card at all. For 37k. 37k, it's not good value at all. In the next 6 weeks, I can guarantee you that we're going to be seeing Amethyst 2 guards or Ruby 2 guards better than this for less than 10k MT. Within 6 weeks. In the month of October, I'm almost sure we're going to get a much better card than this for less than 10k MT. So that's why he's on the worst value list. Again, a good card, but definitely terrible value. At number 2, we have got for 67.5k Pete Maravich. He's only going to go up in price because, well, he's only going to get rarer and rarer. But to be honest with Pete Maravich, he's just okay. He's like Harden. He basically does everything the same as Harden. A decent mid-range shooter, decent 3-point shooter, decent post fadeaway, not giving me much of a dunker, obviously not going to dunk as well as Harden, much better ball control, great passing stats, the best passer I've used this year. Good speed, ball acceleration, while slightly better than Harden. He's better on defense as well, decent on-ball defense, decent lateral quickness. And to be fair, like, Pete Maravich is such a fun card to use. He's one of my players on my best team on PC because I have locked in that collection for Jerry Lucas. However, on console, 67.5k on Xbox is just so expensive for this card. And because Rookie Sensations packs are gone, I honestly don't know what they were replaced with, to be completely honest. Like, genuinely have no idea what they replaced them with. But we've got 3 more days left of these packs anyway, so maybe we're going to see the new whatever team packs are straight away after this, or maybe we'll just start seeing moments cards. But yeah, the Pete Maravich card is definitely not good value. And at number 1 are the silver 2 guards that go for so much. Like, silvers are going up in price because they're getting rarer and rarer because nobody is pulling silvers right now, and people are still opening packs. Like, no matter how many packs are open, the amount of silvers is barely going up. And because people still want to complete those collections to get those token reward cards, silver prices are still going to be really high. And regardless of, I know the reason why they're high, and it still doesn't change the fact they're awful value. Like, as long as these cards stay high, they're still going to be on this list, even though, again, there is a reason for it. But again, it doesn't change the value of the card. These cards are all terrible value and unusable in game. At least last year, the cards like this were usable in Supermax because there were low salaries. These cards are just unusable in the game this year. And now we're on to the best value list. For just over 2,000 MT, we got Victor Oladipo. But he's a 6'4" 2 guard, so a little bit undersized. Got a good driving layup, good shot mid, good shot 3 with a nice release. Well, decent shot mid, decent shot 3 with a nice release. Good driving dunk of 81 with a tendency of 70 is okay. He's got not the best ball control, 75. He's got a great steal of 90. Decent speed, speed, ball, and acceleration. However, his defense is unreal. Like, he's that steal of 90, 89 lateral quickness, and 89 on ball defense IQ. So he's a lockdown defender who can shoot and dunk, and you can get him for 2,300 MT. While definitely not the best 2 guard in the game, not close to being the best 2 guard in the game for 2k MT, definitely deserves to be on the top 5 best value list. At number 4 for 800 MT is Donovan Mitchell. He does almost everything the same as Oladipo, except obviously his defense isn't as good. He's slightly better offensively, but his defense isn't as good. Good driving layup, 86. He's got a decent shot mid, decent shot 3. His release is better than Oladipo's, but not by much, so they both feel the same shooting-wise. He's got an 87 driving dunk with a tendency of 85, which is really good. He's at 81 ball control, so he is just a goal shoe away from being able to speed boost. He's got decent-ish steal rating, 72. Good speed, really good acceleration, okay speed with ball. And he's got decent enough defense stats and decent enough quickness of 80. He's 6'4" or 6'3", so he's an inch smaller than Oladipo. So this card, as I said last year, all versions of Donovan Mitchell and Oladipo played almost the exact same, and it was always personal preference between these 2 guys. And just because of the fact that he's less than half of the price, I've got to put Donovan Mitchell at 4 on this list. And he's really good at 800 MT. It's crazy how cheap this card is, and I can't wait till he gets a couple of moments cards this year, because he could be even better than the cards we saw of him last year. At number 3 for 2,300 is Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler, stats-wise, probably isn't as good as the other 2, but he is 6'8". Yes, 6'8" for a 2 guard. Obviously, 5 bronze badges. Bronze badges don't actually mean that much this year. Well, they never really meant much in 2K. He's got a good driving layup, decent enough post fadeaway. He's got a decent shot mid, decent shot 3 with a money release though. So if he's wide open from 3 or from mid, he will hit them. Not going to be hit many off the dribble, but if he's wide open, he will. He's got a good free throw rating, decent driving dunk of 76. He's got decent ball control, not great passing. 79 steal is alright. He's got okay speed and speed of ball and not the best acceleration. He's a 61 strength, not great. Great lateral quickness though of 88. On ball defense like you of 87. While stats wise probably isn't as good as Oladipo, the fact that he's 4 inches bigger just makes him that a little bit better. And again, for 2,300, he is an absolute beast. One of my favorite rubies in the game, and he was one of the ones that I held on to when he was like 6 or 7k or 7 or 8k MT on my PS4 account. And do I regret it? Yeah, a little bit, but I used him a good bit at the start of the year, and Jimmy Butler is just a beast in game. One of the better rubies, one of the best Ruby 2 guards in the game right now. You can pick up for 2,300, which is incredible. And number 2 for 2,500 MT is Rip Hamilton. Rip Hamilton, 89 offense, 84 defense overall, a 6'6" guard. One of the big things about Hamilton is he's got gold corner specialist, mid-range dead-eye, catch and shoot, and target score. And difficult shots makes him much more effective as, well, shooting those fadeaway jumpers off the dribble. He's got 85 driving layup, which is good. Great open shot mid of 92, great open shot 3 of 90 with a good contested in both of them. Not the best off dribble shot 3, but a good off dribble shot mid. 86 free throw, 70 driving dunk, isn't the best but not terrible, especially with a tendency of 50, like it's not awful. He's got 78 ball control, so it's not the best. Okay passing stats, 65 steal is not great, that's his one kind of downside. Good speed, speed up ball and great acceleration. 90 lateral quickness, 89 on-ball defensive IQ, so he's locked down. However, just like Tony Allen, the low steal rating means he doesn't feel as good on defense as his stats would suggest. But Rip Hamilton is a knockdown shooter, one of the best in the game at that, a great defensive card, and he's got those gold badges. He can attack the basket relatively well, shoot the fadeaway jumpers, and is a beast of a card, and only 2.5 KMT. This and Jimmy Butler, again, are interchangeable, just all personal preference. I just prefer Rip Hamilton, so I have him at number 2. And their prices are, whatever, 200 coins in the difference. And number 1 is one of the reward players for token rewards. So as I always say with these, if you're, for example, if, for God's sake, I'm out of the servers. It took about 5 minutes, but we got back into the servers. That was really, really frustrating. But basically, the way the token rewards works is to unlock the Sapphire tier, you need to collect 10 emeralds, so that's 30 tokens. So you need 30 before you even unlock them. So I'm never going to use anything above an emerald in the best value. And the best value token reward in the 2 guy position for 3 tokens, which you literally get for opening your starter pack. This should be the first guy everyone gets, and it's Mo Peterson. Mo Peterson is 6'9", 85 offense, 86 defensive overall. Yep, 85 and 86. Averaging 9.1 points per game from each of your 14 games. Most of these in triple threat. He has 1 gold badge, 1 silver, 1 bronze. He's got a decent driving layup. He's got decent post fadeaway. Good shot mid, great shot 3 of 88 with a money release. He's got decent driving dunk. His ball control's okay. Decent on defense, good steal. Decent speed, ball and acceleration. He's long, he's fast enough. He can shoot, he can play defense. There's nothing this card can't do. There's only one problem with him, and it is that he has got a load of cold zones. And if it wasn't for the cold zones, as I always say, he'd be the single best 2 guard in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. So anyway, that's the video. These are the top 5 best and worst value 2 guards in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.